Here we have the welcome screen branding and descriptions of the product, and also has direct access for the user to see the terms of service, the privacy policy, with contact details, as well as the DPA, the data processing addendum. And here we are allowing the user to click sign in with Google. So here we have the Google OAuth screen. I'm going to choose one of my accounts. Here you can see it's informing the user that SentientPro will have access to the name, profile picture, and email address. If we click continue, we then get the information that SentientPro is looking for access to the email and the calendar. We're doing this in read-only format. So click continue. And this is now the main home screen of the product. So we are using the calendar information for the user to be able to build this calendar view and then the subsequent meeting briefs that are contained within here. So the user can scroll through, and then on any meeting that was in their calendar, you can see we've gathered the various information of the time, the date, and even the attendees. They can then use this to get a snapshot, but we're also using the email information to gain historical relationship context on their communications so that the user can get context in summary form on both the prior interactions, what their meeting objectives are, and what their questions and talking points could be to aid the user in that upcoming interaction. We are also using the calendar and email information in our overview tab. Now the overview tab is a group of widgets which displays information that is happening inside the individual user's calendar. So for example, you take Ian here and you can see Ian has had 2 total meetings. There are none in the future, and you can see the first and last met date. Same for the other contacts here on the list. Then we also have other widgets which are using this data, for example, count information, so meetings over time that are both scheduled and attended. You can see like volume by day of the week, so you can see maybe your hotspots, and then other trends that are happening like month over month, week over week that are happening in your calendar. The last component you can see here on the left-hand side is the research tab. And the research tab is using only open web-based data, and there is no private data contained within here. What a user can come in here is conduct research. We're using Tavily as a search engine to power GPT-5, and they can run research, ask questions, and it will build them reports and explore relationships in that publicly open web data that is available. Now, if a user wishes to see or take any action on the privacy in their data, they go to Settings, click Privacy and Data. Here again, they can access the privacy policy, the terms of service, the data processing addendum, end any active sessions that they currently have in other devices, but also take actions to put their account and remove the access to their Google account, both their calendar and their email, by putting their account in this 7-day grace period. So the user has to take an action, which is request account deletion, and then type delete my account, request deletion. Now their account will go into a 7-day grace period, and you'll see the product will kick me out. If I go back through the sign-in process, I'm in my 7-day grace period. So the user can do 2 actions in this 7-day grace period. Come back into the product, back into settings, back into privacy and data. My options have now changed. I'm on a 7-day grace period until the 23rd of January. You can see here from the top of my screen, I'm on Friday the 16th of January. So 7 days. What will happen is I can cancel my deletion, so I don't want to remove my account and I want to continue using the product as is. Or I can delete everything now and expedite or speed up that deletion process. So if I cancel my deletion, the product will then kick me back out and allow me to log back in. and you'll see now I again have the same options. The last thing just to state is we do have the ability for users to request information or to talk directly to our privacy team, and we make this very transparent, and they simply do that by contact privacy team, and it will give them the email address